The Square One area in Mississauga is quickly becoming a vibrant downtown area, and there is a lot more to come. It's really only the beginning. So what I want to do today is that if you are looking for a condo in the Mississauga Square One area, I'm going to go through the pros and cons of not all the condos, but many of them in the Square One area using Google Earth. So this way you get a good idea of location, what it looks like, and what it has to offer. Maybe some are good for you, maybe some aren't. But this video is here to help you kind of understand what type of options are there for you in the Mississauga Square One area when it comes to buying a condo. So if you are looking to get a condo in Mississauga, then this video is definitely for you. I'm Athar Jaffrey. I've been selling real estate in Mississauga, in Toronto, and the GTA for more than 20 years. And my goal with this channel is just to make the buying and selling process simple. So let's get right into it. So this is the beautiful Mississauga Square One skyline, as you can see here, and it is vastly developing. But before I move any forward, I just want to show you all this empty lot over here are soon to be developed into what may be Canada's largest development, which is the condos at Square One. So the first two buildings are up and they are right here. They are not showing on this version of Google Earth, but there is two buildings right here that have started the development for this whole section over here. So there is tons more to come in the Square One area. But let's just pinpoint a few buildings and few areas. So these ones over here are the Wrathburn condos. Now, these are very straightforward cookie cutter layouts, not too many bells and whistles in these buildings over here. And maintenance fees are fairly decent in these buildings, and prices are fairly decent as well. Just not too many bells and whistles. If you want something a little bit more luxury, then these two buildings right here definitely have the luxury feel to them, as you can see here, 388 and 385 Prince of Wales. Now, I'm gonna quickly just jump to here. These are Duke of York, 3880, 3888 Duke of York is these buildings right here, 1 and 2. So let me get another view here. These two buildings right here, Duke of York buildings, very good amenities, like almost like hotel-like amenities. They even have a bowling alley. They have a great party room and games room. So maintenance fees here are all-inclusive. So when I say all-inclusive, that includes heat, hydro, and water. Hydro is the one that is not always included in all buildings, but in this case, it is included. Very well managed. Maintenance fees here, they are around 80 cents a square foot, which is right in the average realm, but it gets even better because the hydro is included. There are a lot of big layouts in these buildings. You could get larger units. Even the one bedrooms are good layouts. The only thing I don't like about these buildings here is that the balconies can be a little dark. They are encompassed with like a concrete on on the sides and the top. So in the balconies, it does get a little dark in these two buildings. But other than that, these are very good for investments if you're looking to buy and rent it out, because the maintenance is all included. It's a good dollar per square for maintenance. Now, the other one here is this building right over here. It's 3939 Duke of York. And this building here has also an all-inclusive maintenance. Why I like this is that the purchase prices here are a little bit less than some comparable buildings in the area, like 225 Webb Drive. You can get the same unit in this building a little bit cheaper because the building is a little bit older. Out of these four buildings, these two were the first two that were built. This one was this next one, and then the last one is this one over here. Now, in this building, you also get in the lower floors some two-story lofts. So you're getting some two-story one-bedroom and two-bedroom units. Very good layouts, all-inclusive maintenance in both of these buildings. This is 220 Burnhamthorpe. This is 3939 Duke of York. The only thing that I have to let you guys know about in this building is that it has Chi-Tech plumbing. If you don't know what Chi-Tech plumbing is, it's a certain material that builders used to use for the plumbing in the buildings. They have completely outlawed it. You're not allowed to build with that anymore. And any building that has it, you have to kind of retrofit it, or you should retrofit it to more updated materials, because Chi-Tech plumbing can and will cause explosive pipes. The pipe can burst basically. Eventually with time, they say the pipe will burst and cause a flood. So a lot of these units have been retrofitted, but if not, and you're looking to buy it, you can always ask the seller to get it done for you, okay? And the location of all these is very close to Mississauga Celebration Square, which is right here. All the events go down right over here. You could get every event Hazel McCallion has said is going to be free here when she was mayor, and they have upheld that. Anything that goes on here is absolutely free, and you get a very good fireworks display over here as well. Now, if I go to what I don't like, the buildings I don't like, is definitely these Maryland Monroe buildings here. The ones I don't like is definitely these two buildings right here. The dollar per square foot on the maintenance fee is over $1. So that is very high on the average of maintenance fees. I know the buildings look great. I know Drake has an album cover with this, but unfortunately, guys, when it comes to how these buildings are managed and the dollar per square foot on the maintenance fee, it is not a good building at all. None of these are good buildings for you to buy or invest in. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. Now, let's go back here. I'm a basketball fan. If you want good basketball amenities, you have 360 Square One Drive right over here. They have a basketball court as part of their amenities. These layouts are pretty straightforward, cookie cutter box, no wasted space in most of these units. So I do like these units here. When it comes to condos, I don't want any wasted space. I don't like wasted space, meaning a long dark hallway in a condo. It wastes a lot of that square footage. When you're dealing with 500-600 square feet and that hallway alone is 20-30 square feet, you know, it's taking a lot away from the square footage. So 360 Square One Drive, if you just want that straightforward cookie cutter box layout, then definitely these buildings are worth it for you to go check out. Now let's go keep it moving. I find in these ones, it's mostly elders that live here. It is actually one of the first two of these newer buildings that were put up. I mean, when these buildings were here, nothing else was here. So they have good spacious layouts, decent maintenance fees, good amenities, and location is great as well here. Now, if you want good bang for your buck, and you don't need something new, this is Webb Drive. So 550 Webb Drive, 500 Webb Drive, 250 Webb Drive. Here, you're getting very good maintenance fees. You're talking like 70 cents a square foot in this building right here, 550 Webb Drive. And that is an all-inclusive maintenance fee. So it's like 70 cents a square foot, plus you're getting heat, hydro, water, all included in that. And let me just zoom in a little bit. The layouts here, the 2 bedrooms are 1,000 plus square feet, but many of those layouts for the 2 bedrooms only come with 1 washroom, and not every unit here comes with a balcony either. So if you need that balcony, then you may not be able to get it. Same here, same in this building. Good maintenance fee, good all-inclusive maintenance fee on Webb Drive. Unfortunately, all units don't come with the balcony, okay? Here you have M1 and M2. It is now built. M3 and M4 is coming up. M1, M2, I wish I could show you what it looks like, but I'm sure you can see it. It's the zigzag buildings. Here, these are actually pretty good layouts. I thought they wouldn't be that good, but they are. I know it's imaginary buildings that we're talking about here, but they are up and running now. And you're getting pretty good value because it's a brand new building. You could get 1 bedrooms here less than $500,000. You get 2 bedrooms for a brand new building around $550,000, which is a very good deal. Now, if I go a little bit further away from the Square One area, let's back up a little bit. This is Burnham Thorpe. If I go right here. So these are Elm Drive, these 2 buildings right here, 1 and 2. The reason I'm pointing these 2 out is they're a little bit older. They're approaching like 20 years, give or take a little bit. But again, very, very good maintenance fee. So it's about 65 cents a square foot or so, give or take a little bit. It does not include hydro, but definitely dollar per square foot for the maintenance fee is really, really good. And these buildings come with very good layouts of 1+1 bedrooms, where that +1 can actually be used as a bedroom. It's big enough to be used as a bedroom. I've sold many in these 2 buildings just because the numbers, they make sense. They always make sense. Now let's zoom out a little bit and go to another area. So this is the Parkside Village area right here. There is a few more buildings that have not been updated on Google Maps, and those are right here. But we'll talk about what's here right now. There's Brickstone Mews, there's the Confederation buildings. Now, these are okay. Their maintenance fee is not that good. It's probably around 90 cents a square foot. They did have I know the Brickstone Mews ones did have a little issue with the management and status certificate, reserve fund and stuff in the past. I think they've overcome that now and they're on the road to recovery. So they are decent builds. They are decent layouts. These are about 12 years old or so, give or take, 12 to 15 years old now. And a lot of these buildings have the exact same type of layouts. But what I do like about this is location. At the bottom here, you got a lot of shops. A lot of restaurants, and you know, it's a vibrant area of Square One for sure. Not far from everything else like City Hall, Celebration Square, and Square One itself. So let's go a little bit further out to the Mississauga Valley. So these are the Mississauga Valley condos. All of them are very old, which is totally fine if you're okay with that. Most of them have high maintenance fees, but that's because These units are 1,100, 1,200 square feet, sometimes 1,300, 1,400 square feet. So when you're doing a dollar per square foot calculation on maintenance fees, obviously the bigger the unit, the higher the maintenance fees. So I like these buildings, some of them, not all of them. Canef ones, they're pretty decent if you want size. If you want a big unit where you don't really feel like you're living in a building and you want 2 bedrooms plus a den, sometimes 3 bedrooms, then definitely these white buildings have good layouts and options. They do have the higher maintenance fees because they are bigger units and they are definitely older. These are some of the first buildings that were in the Square One area. What else can I show you guys? Let's see here. These are the Grand Park buildings. So here you have Shoppers Drug Mart, there's Pizza here, there's restaurants, there's the Winners, lots in the plaza right across the street over here. And these are the Grand Park buildings. Very good layouts. I've sold several in both of these buildings, and you get a nice tree-lined view of the Square One area. And you'll be right at the footsteps of M City, which is being built right here. And there will be a park that's gonna come in this area right over here. These are a little bit more expensive than their neighbors, like over here, because they're slightly newer. Good cookie cutter layouts and very good views from a lot of these buildings. Unobstructed lake views looking south from these buildings here. Okay, so this one is 330 Burnham Thorpe here. The only thing I don't like about this unit is that heat is not included. Many of these neighboring buildings have heat, water, and even hydro included. But for some reason when they built this, and this is what they're doing in all the newer buildings, but this is not a newer building. This is just as old as some of these other buildings, so about 20, 25 years old now. Heat is not included in this building. So I would say if you can avoid it when you can get a nice unit here next door with a similar maintenance fee which has all-inclusive maintenance, right? So in this one, there is no heat included. That's 330 Burnham Thorpe. Now, if you're looking for cheap bang for buck, you have 265 and 285 Enfield Place, these two buildings here. I kind of call these a diamond in the rough. If you're a first-time buyer and you have a very strict budget, but you want a 2-bedroom plus a den, and you want an all-inclusive maintenance for around $600, then 265, 285 Enfield is the place to be. Keep in mind, it is a much older building, so amenities are not like hotel-like amenities. However, it does have everything you need. It does have the party room, it does have a gym, it even has a squash court. I believe it may even have a tennis court. So it has the amenities you need. It's just not like very hotel-like. It's the bare minimum that you can ask for, but the value is definitely there. Units here are they're less than $600,000 for a 2-bedroom plus den, and you get your maintenance fees like $650, all inclusive heat, hydro, and water. Okay. So just want to show this is where the Exchange District is being built. It's already there. There's 4 buildings there. They're going to add actually another Exchange District area over here, which is now I think they're preparing the land for. Okay, I think that's good. That's like a little light summary of these buildings in the Square One area. I hope you found this helpful. We could definitely help you understand these options a lot better if you are looking to buy a condo. There is a contact form below. If you fill it out, someone from me or my team will reach out to you, or you can call me directly at 647-208-9724. If you know someone that is looking to buy a condo in the Square One area or anywhere in Mississauga, forward this video over to them and maybe this helps them make a good decision. I'm Athar Jaffrey, and my goal with this channel is just to make the buying and selling process simple.